Alright, this is a quick tutorial on the District 50 Google Calendar. To get to the District 50 Google Calendar, all you have to do is go to the d50schools.com website. You're going to then want to go to District Postings, hover over Staff Links, and then click Google Docs at D50. At that time, it's going to ask you to log in. So double check to make sure your address is correct. It should say your username at g.d50schools.com, and then put in your password. Click enter or sign in. At that point, you're looking for the icon that says calendar or at the top on the menu. Okay, let's just kind of walk through some of the features of the calendar itself. All the calendars that you have or are shared with you will be listed in this region right here on the left side. So let's kind of go through and just take a look at some of these different things. So if we're looking at the calendar for, let's say for instance, the computer lab, I'm going to click the down arrow, and if I want to be able to remind myself of different things on the calendar, I'm going to just simply click reminders and notifications. At this point, this is going to be pulled up. You can click add a reminder, and it's going to allow you to do email, SMS, which is a text, or a pop-up. So you can also adjust the minutes, and if you want to do hours, days, weeks, you can do that as well. Now down below, if you're to scroll down farther, it's going to have you if you would want to, it's optional, plug in your cell phone. And that way it simply texts you whatever changes might have occurred if you want text message as an option. Otherwise, it does an email or a pop-up. So once you get that done and you checked all the boxes that you would like to have checked, you're just going to click Save. Okay. Now, if, for instance, you had some sort of calendar that you had made, okay, so I had made this one that says Computer Lab. So if I go into calendar settings after I have made that, you can see I've got room to change the name, put a description, and then I have the option to do like the time zone and that sort of thing, and then of course click Save. If I wanted to share this with other people, I click Share this calendar. At that point, I'm going to, instead of making it public, just share within the organization of D50. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type the person's name in, so their username at g.d50schools.com. Then you need to submit the permission settings. You're going to make sure that you give them the rights to either edit or view or just whatever. Once you do, you're going to click Add. Now if there's ever a person that you need to take off, all you have to do is hit the trash can to click Remove. Okay. Alright, so we're going to hit Cancel there. Now, if you wanted to create an event within that calendar that you just made, we're just going to hit the Create button. We're going to title the event Test. At that point, we can put in where this location is going to be, Computer Lab, and then the calendar that we need it to go to. So for this one, I'm just going to choose Computer Lab Reservations. Make sure that you put a time that you want. If it's an all-day event, you click all day. If it repeats, it's going to allow you to choose repeat weekly, daily, monthly, and you get the idea. Okay. You can choose the event color, and you can choose reminders, and then hit Save. Now, at that point, it's going to show up test whatever. Now, if you wanted to delete it, you can just simply hit the undo. Now, let's say, for instance, we have a calendar out there, and we wanted to pull up just anything related to test. So all I'm going to do is type in test, hit enter, and you can see the one that I just made is right there. Okay? So I'm going to click on it, and then it drops everything down. It says where, calendar, created by, and then the color. I can copy it, or the originator can simply just delete it. So I'm just going to hit delete because I don't need it anymore, and then it's gone. If you want it back, click the undo. So the other nice function is, like I said, the search box up here. If I wanted to search to see when I had duties for supervision, I type it in and you can see everything is laid out exactly where it is. So anything pertaining to a name or a word is going to be generated in this spot. Same as if you were to do basketball. It generates everything regarding basketball and populates it down here. Okay, so we've gone over the search, we've gone over creating events, and we have gone over each one of these individual marks as well. Now, if you don't like this view, and personally I don't, it's just too much clutter for me and everything's not kind of written all the way out, you can do day, you can do week, you can do month, you can do 4 days out of whack, and my personal favorite, I like the agenda. Okay, so at that point you can, look at anything there that you might want to look at. All right. Under More is where we find the print function, and under the cog you can change how you want it to look and that sort of thing. You can sync it to a mobile device. If you choose the sync to mobile device, it allows you to choose between Droid and the iPhone as far as how to set that up. So you can click on that if that would be of your interest. So those are the basic functions of the calendar. Like I said, if you want to change the color on your particular calendars, you can click the down arrow, choose a custom color, one that they give you. You can set your reminders. Again, if you wanted a text message, which is what I have, you're going to have to obviously link your phone there and then set your time, your minutes, and then check your boxes that you would like to have notification with. Okay. And as for anything else, if you wanted to kind of speed up the process, simply drop down the calendar that you want, and then you can create an event on this calendar. You check out the settings, hide it from the list, or just whatever. You can also hide something from the list by clicking this blue box, and you see that everything kind of disappears. Okay, so once you hover off, you can see that it's clear, and clear ones are not shown. So I'm going to put it back because I need to look at that. So that is pretty much everything that's available on the district Google Calendar. If you have any more questions, please feel free to contact administration or your tech PD instructor.